start a silent run. Oh, Grave, I didn't realize what you were talking about when you asked how the Forethought Infinite ended. I couldn't remember the run, but now I do. It ended up being we did go infinite, and it could have infinited with the Forethought, but we end up finding madnesses, and that was easier. So most of our infinites were just zero cost stuff. We can take a colorless card, random common relic, take 15 damage for a rare card, or take a boss relic. I do think that boss relic swapping got a little bit worse for Silent with the recent changes, mostly because Silent's cards got a lot better, so the options that give you cards instead of boss relic swaps got better. But I think it's still going to be boss relic swap among this pool. These are not really good options. There's a 4 elite path available here on the left. Probably not doing that because we're playing Silent. But still possible. I like this Fire Elite Fire thing better. Seems like we might do that and then maybe do these 3. This colorless card can't be green. So this colorless card follows the normal rare card rules. And so there can't be a rare card in your very first pick. So green's not an option, but it could be like whatchamacallit, like shackles or something good. Alright, let's see what it is. Busted Crown. Great. Okay, well, I've only got like an hour left in the stream anyway, so might as well be a Busted Crown run. Okay. I guess we'll split both, neutralize either, and block. Take 5. Does that eat the rule? What? Does it let you get rares on your first floor? Yes. So you can't get a rare from your first card reward, your first like 3 card pick, but you can get it on first floor if you had a card reward from Neo. I guess I'll pick a Well-Laid Plans. Sure. I mean, we're basically at the mercy of Busted Crown here. So if we see a like halfway decent card, we should probably pick it. Well-Laid Plans is halfway decent. Removing a card seems kind of sketchy. We only get 12 healing out of this, though. Alright. Kind of sketchy it is. Gonna have to find an attack. I don't think it's responsible to go to a shop with 50 gold or whatever we're gonna have. We're gonna have to do something a little better than that. Oh, I should have held the Survivor. A minor mistake. Didn't matter. 2 block bots. I guess I'll take a choke, sure. Okay. We have 4 energy. Choke's pretty decent. I'm gonna hold the neutralize. For this turn. Okay, just need 2 strikes next turn, and we'll get a perfect cultist fight. 1, 2. I'll do it. Shops are definitely better. That's for sure. Flying Knee's halfway decent. Flying Knee Well-Laid Plans is pretty good. Choke, we're putting something together. I think question mark is the answer to this question. Upgrade 2 cards for 20 health. Choke needs an upgrade. The upgrades aren't very good. Well-Laid Plans upgrade is fine. Neutralize is okay. But just like defend and strike pluses are okay too. I think I'll take this and then rest. 39 health should be fine. I take that event pretty aggressively nowadays. I used to be pretty afraid of it. But Not so much anymore. Okay. I think where well-laid plans hold on to choke. Oh wait, choke is... In order for choke to land, we have to neutralize the target first? But then we don't get to choke with neutralize, right? Maybe we can set it up with flying knee or something to be good. We could lose the sentries, it's possible. Looks like we are setting up with flying knee. Wait a minute, we've only got 3 energy worth of stuff to do next turn. There's no point in flying knee next turn. I guess if we hold choke, we have 5 energy worth of stuff, and that's how much energy we'll have. I think it's going to be block pot, defend, and the 3 attacks, and then hold choke again. Next turn is going to be neutralize, choke, and then 3 cards. So choke is going to do 21 total damage, 21 plus 4, so 25. 25 or 31 are kind of the magic numbers. We can put him to exactly 25 with flying knee, so I guess I'll do that. And then we'll start on the next target, which I believe will be this guy, because he's lower health. Okay. Alright. Neutralize, choke, and then 3 cards. Okay. We get to play 2 defends and hold the survivor. It seems good. Choke kills him. Actually, we can choke on him to remove the artifact charge. We're doing 12 damage either way, so I guess I'd rather remove the artifact charge than not. Yikes. Good thing we held that survivor. Alright. I'll hold the days. I'm gonna hold the neutralize. Theoretically, this could help us block. If we draw 1 defend next turn, I mean, it doesn't... It never matters, right? Yeah, I guess I'd rather shuffle the neutralize than hold it. Okay. Choke kills, great. Regal Pillow, Blade Dance. Hey, Blade Dance and choke? Hell yeah. New Blade Dance is busted. Maybe I can upgrade both Blade Dance and choke here. Thanks for the follow. Beaselbath. Appreciate it. Welcome to the Vegetablebread. Well, I don't think it could have, though, because it was a neutralize plus. So it was never going to hit more than 1 sentry turn, no matter what. Choke or Blade Dance. Hey, Bill's Booth. So choke. If we play choke after after holding it with well-laid plans, in that fight we did 3 cards. I think we'll generally do 4 cards. Maybe more with Blade Dance. Okay, assuming we can line up choke and Blade Dance, do we get more damage from 2 per shiv or 1 extra shiv? 1 extra shiv is 4 damage. Blade Dance is 4 cards, so it's definitely more from 2 per shiv. Okay. That is assuming we can land an upgrade, but I don't know, maybe. Preserved Insect, wow. Okay, so I'm definitely doing the 2 line now. If we can perfect this hallway fight, maybe we upgrade here. I think we probably just always rest there. With the Regal Pillow, we get pretty close to full health. Yikes, we're not perfecting this fight. Alright. Didn't take too much damage, though. Yeah, Blade Dance is way better now. Blade Dance got a buff. Yeah, so Blade Dance now is what Blade Dance Plus used to do. And then Blade Dance Plus is an additional shiv even past that. This is lethal. Great. Outmaneuver is maybe good. We have a flying knee, so we could try to do, like, well-laid plans, energy next turn, a bunch of expensive stuff. It works well with the choke. I kind of just want, like, 4 more copies of Blade Dance. Blade Dance is so good now. I don't know. It seems early for an outmaneuver. Buster Crown makes us, like, immediately desperate for cards, but I think outmaneuver is just too bad. Alright, let's, so if we rest, we get 34 health. That puts us pretty close to full. 57. Should be enough to do 2 elites with a block bot. Maybe. 2 tiny elites. This is the perfect turn for Blade Dance. Blade Dance and Choke together at last. Absolutely annihilating Gremlin Knob on turn 1. Perfect Gremlin Knob fight as Silent. You love to see it. Got a Captain's Wheel. Good against Lagavulin. Bane is normally something in Act 1 Silent is looking to pick up. Looks like we've got a pretty different plan. I don't see any poison in our future. What is this red thing? Oh, it's the cultist is holding his little cult branch. We're skipping Bane. We've got a lot of damage. Ooh. I mean, we did perfect the Gremlin Knob, right? So I guess I'll reach a couple times. How do we feel about 39 health? Seems kind of sketchy. But this is how we use the Regal Pillow, right? We want to use the Regal Pillow to get other relics. Okay, alright. Great. Eternal Feather. Alright, we want to line this up pretty specifically to use Captain's Wheel if possible. It looks like actually not possible, because Choke wants to go right now. And Choke gets what Choke wants. Modern gaming PCs are incredible. When I started playing PC games, I had a 112 megahertz processor. And I was like, that thing was blazing fast. I was like super excited about that. And now I have been playing this video game in a window with other windows, streaming it to strangers across the internet. Sorry, you're not strangers, to the Vegetable Patch. And also, my head-mounted display has been running the entire time. It's just been sitting on my desk, plugged in. Whenever I, like, bump the table, it's been waking up and being like, oh, hey, did you just put me on? No. 156 megabytes? I wish. It's 75 megabytes. Alright, let's do the choke thing. I think I had 75. I guess I don't remember. I guess I'm playing all the cards because I've got 5 energy. Blade Dance is going to get way worse in this fight in just a second. I guess that I should have held it maybe for Choke. You have 65 gigs of RAM? That's so insane. Even in 2020, that's a lot of RAM. Sure. I'm not complaining. 43 health should be enough to get an upgrade, right? Probably Blade Dance. Maybe well-laid plans? We have kind of an uncomfortable amount of energy. We have 4 energy by default, and Flying Knee gives us 5 energy on some turns. And it's not very easy for the deck to spend 5 energy. Like, it's got a choke, so it's got some kind of expensive stuff. But maybe upgrading the well-laid plans gives me more turns that take 5 energy. Alright, I'll buy that. Okay, the Guardian. Joke is excited. Joke wants to get in there. Go for it, Joke. Need to do 13 damage this turn. We have 12. I guess we should have upgraded the Blade Dance. If I got to choose now, I would choose Blade Dance over Well-Laid. Whoops. Man, that sucks. Off by 1. Fine. Be that way. I guess we have to discard Blade Dance to Survivor then. Or we could discard the well-laid plans, but then what's the point of holding Blade Dance? Yeah. Sad. We could discard a Defend if we're, like, absolutely insane. That seems wrong. Thanks, Captain's Wheel. What a great turn for you to proc. Yeah, Defend is definitely more useful next turn. Oops, I have 2 cards. Crap. Considered restarting the fight. Decided against it. Regen pot. Neutralize is health neutral here. Oh, I guess that's not true. We lost 1 health. Alright, well, maybe it helps next turn. Do we drink the regen pot now, or try and save it for Act 2? You could use them all, just play Survivor last. Yes, that's a good point. Yep, would have done some damage. Would have done only 3 damage, but still. Yep, I did go too fast. Chat is correct. We can, like, choke, Survivor, Defend. It's not an amazing choke turn. I think we want more of a better choke than that. So I think we'll just, like, Survivor, Defend, Strike Plus. Hold choke and strike. Right, exactly. But we can, like, this is the fight immediately before we find out if we get Sacred Bark, right? So, also, the marginal value of health goes way down at the end of the act, because if we heal now, then we have less missing health to heal. Okay, is Choke Blade Dance gonna split him? I would imagine so. It seems like a ton of damage. The full line would be Choke Blade Dance Strike Plus, I believe, unless Flying Knee is sufficient. So Choke does 12 by itself and then 5 per card. We're playing 5 cards after it. So that's 25 plus 12 is 37, plus the 12 damage from Blade Dance is 49, so either of those split. We're not really holding anything super expensive, so I think I'm just going to go for the damage over the Flying Knee. Okay. Triple Defend, Neutralize Strike, Neutralize Flying Knee. It's kind of a line. Yeah, okay. Hoping to redraw a Choke, basically. I guess we'll hold Blade Dance until we do. We can just play Flying Knee again here, and then if we redraw a Choke next turn, we have energy to do stuff. Hold, like, Blade Dance and Neutralize. Seems strong. So then it's Survivor, Defend, Strike Flying Knee? Yeah. Wait, no, we can't do all that. We have to discard something to Survivor. Okay. Alright, there's the choke. Got 5 energy. We have to do 60 damage this time, but we have 1 more energy and a 0-cost card, so I'm presuming that we're going to get there. We're not really sacrificing anything to find out. But I will make sure I get there before we play either of the strikes. We're clearly getting there. This strike gets through the armor more. And we're going to play 1 more card because it does damage. I want to hold 2 defense. Okay. Triple defense strike seems okay. He's not. His weak is wearing off, and we could theoretically miss neutralize. So I'll hold both the defensive cards. We have Choke Blade Dance in hand. It seems like a lot of attacks to be doing while he's in ball form. So I think we'll probably just hold both. We do take a little bit of damage. That's fine. Okay. And then we get lethal. Great. Guardian can be difficult for a Silent who doesn't do poison stuff, so pretty happy with that outcome. Adrenaline is clearly amazing with the choke build. And it's the only option, so... really just asking, is it better than skip? And the answer is yes. Pyramid's a little bit sad with a Well-Laid Plans Plus. Normally Pyramid is a top-tier pick, and if we didn't have a Well-Laid Plans Plus, it would be a top-tier pick here as well, helping us line up the Choke and the Blade Dance and the Adrenaline and stuff. But we have Well-Laid Plans, so maybe we don't need that. Hovering Kite is insane now, because discarding got buffed so much. Also, discarding just like helps you play a lot of cards, right? If you want to play like... if you want to spend your whole turn playing Acrobatics Tactician over and over and over, then, like, that's fine, because we have a Choke, so that's infinite damage. We don't currently have any discard cards, so we would just be relying on Survivor, which is a pretty weak boss relic. But we already have 4 energy and 5 energy sometimes. And if we're not picking Pyramid, which is still not for sure. I could just pick Pyramid and then remove Well-Laid Plans or something. If we're not picking Pyramid, then like both of these relics are like not that useful. So taking a slightly less useful relic, because admittedly Hovering Kite is probably less useful than Slaver's Collar right now. Taking a slightly less useful relic is not a terrible idea, if we were able to build around it later. The problem with that plan is we have Busted Crown, so we're like very unlikely to be able to build around any specific strategy later. We're like lucky to already have a strategy we're building around. So picking Hovering Kite and doubling down on trying to find another tranche of cards is probably unwise. So while I love Hovering Kite, I don't think I'm going to pick it here. Slaver's Collar is the most like basic, right? It's just like pick Slaver's Collar, get a bunch of backflips or something, get some card draw. Get a bunch of energy, choke people to death, which makes a lot of sense. It's what the deck's currently doing. And Runic Pyramid is good, but makes Well-Laid Plans totally unnecessary. I forgot that they changed the wording of Well-Laid Plans to retain. They did actually change the wording on this, right? It didn't used to say retain. Does it work with Establishment? I've never had Well-Laid Plans Establishment. That seems like it'd be really busted. Oh my god. I want to do that so bad. Maybe I'll do green-purple characters just to do it. Pyramid's super good. Pyramid Choke, extra good. Got a pretty good choke deck shaping up here. Need to get rid of some basic stuff. We did not make it to the heart for Ironclad, unfortunately. We died to Collector. We never found the way to scale. Although, I mean, we were offered some strength scaling, but I decided it wasn't good enough, didn't pick it, and then died. Not that strength scaling would have like automatically won the fight, but we probably would have won the fight if we'd picked the strength scaling we were offered. I don't know. I'm not like super sold on Slaver's Collar. I guess we do have Preserved Insect, so like going to elites is already pretty good. All right. This is like the boring answer, but I think it's the correct answer. I want this to be the right answer, but it isn't. Okay. Hyper Beam guy. We've got some money. We can go to a shop. Probably going to prioritize question marks. We got a lot of unupgraded commons, or basics. Strikes and defends. Get rid of those, get some bites instead, or we could upgrade them all. Those are good outcomes. Apparitions are usually a take on Silent. Silent is usually able to manipulate Intangible by the end of the game. Library would be amazing with Busted Crown. That's a great call out, Ceratimal. Library is usually good, but it's so good with Busted Crown. I didn't even think about that. We're also fighting elites. We have Preserved Insect and Slaver's Collar, so we're either making use of those or dying. Or both. Looks like the only way to get 3 elites is to do them all in a row right here. Every other path only has 2. The path seems pretty problematic. I don't know if we're surviving that. 3 elites in a row, one of them's a Mega Elite. Seems like a tough act too. So how do we like optimize for question marks and fires and not fight those 3 elites? We could do like this route, go through a fire and get a bunch of question marks here. That's a ton of question marks. That might be too many. They forced us to go to an early shop, but I'm not like upset about that. I think that's okay. All right, yeah, let's do that. They heard I was going to the shop. They've come for me. No choke. That's too bad. This deck has so much energy. It's ridiculous. Okay, so Blade Dance kills him. He's already dead. Getting a smoke bomb from the looter fight makes sense. Let's keep both of these so we can't redraw them. They're not actually good, but keeping them out of the shuffle is a pretty good thing. I think we're planning on killing with Choke next turn. And since Blade Dance isn't lethal right now, I'm going to hold it. We got the Choke. Yeah, that's lethal. Cool. Alright. Ooh, a Ghost in a Jar. Whoa. Finisher is quite good with the deck. Choke Finisher. High Energy. Blade Dance. Okay. It says plus on it. What more could you ask for? Well, I'm definitely taking the Ghost in a Jar. I guess we'll regen pot in the next fight. Alright. So this is our first shop. We have Courier, and we are a Busted Crown deck. So what we do here is extremely important. Question card seems great. Question card sort of like puts us back into the regular game. Which is very tempting. We can afford Question Card and Backflip. Backflip is quite good here. Gremlin Horn, always good in Act 2. Prepared would be our first access to discard stuff. We'd probably be taking that if we took the Hovering Kite. Quite like the question card. I think that I will take it. Okay. We can afford card remove. Card remove is exactly affordable. We have to skip backflip for it. Normally I would justify that by saying, backflip is a common, we'll see another one. Doesn't quite apply to a busted ground run. I don't know if I've ever bought a question card before. Normally I consider question card kind of a luxury pick. It's like rarely worth the money. But with busted ground, it's like sort of critical to your survival. I don't know, Finisher doesn't really want us to get rid of all the attacks, but it kind of does. It kind of just wants us to get a bunch of blade dances. So I'll remove a strike. Okay. Lab. Well, this is actually kind of horrible because our potion slots are jam-packed. Yeah, these are not as good. We gotta keep the existing ones. Oops. Fight first or question mark first? I think if we fight first, we get to use this potion. I guess this can't be potions anymore, because even if it's Lady in Blue, we have 0 money, and we'd have to just let her slap us. So I think it's question mark first, because if we get Ancient Writing or something, we don't lose as much health in the fight. And it doesn't matter, because it was going to be 2 fights, no matter what we did. Alright, let's drink the regen pot, so we make room. We also have Alchemize, so we'll probably drink another potion this fight. Do we Distilled Chaos right now? I would love to land Choke. Well-Laid Plan's also good. Adrenaline's good. Sure. We did land Choke. Excellent. So we're going to play 3 more cards and he's going to die. So we can just like defend, strike. 2 block out. Okay. Well-Laid Plans. I think we're going to Adrenaline because this hand doesn't have very good options. We can knock one down and neutralize the other one. Seems like the line. Okay, let's knock down the low health one. And take 5. Finisher interacts with Flight the way I think it does, right? I don't play Finisher very often. But if we, like, double strike Finisher this bird, he goes down, is my understanding. Maybe that's not true. Finisher is just 1 big attack, isn't it? So yeah, we would only hit him 3 times. I'm wrong. That's not the way it works. Oh, it does hit X times. Alright, let's just do Science, because it doesn't really matter in this fight we're gonna have. Huh, yep. Interesting. We'll just kill you and block out. Hold the Blade Dance for when it's more useful. And get a kill. Okay. My god, we've just been loaded up with great potions here. Cloak and Dagger seems amazing. Both for Finisher and for Choke. It's going to need an upgrade, but I'm happy to give it one. Alright. That's a hell of a finisher. Yeah, I didn't realize that that Finisher was strength scaling. Yeah, this deck does need a Vajra. Or wrist blades. Sure. Doofu doll, sure, yeah. Gira. Let's name all the strength scaling relics. Mutagens. Here's a leg sweep. It seems like the deck has like 1,000,000 energy, so leg sweep is probably pretty good. Flying Knee would give us even more energy. But it's no leg sweep. We could upgrade the Cloak and Dagger instead of going to an elite fight. But it seems like we need to go to the elite fights because we have this and that. Tiny book. Ooh, that's gonna be good. Am I doing Burning Elite now? Great question. Let's answer it after this fight. Is this lethal? This would do, each one does 4, each one does 9, so it's like 27 from that. And then 2 more cards from hand, so it's like 18 more from hand. 27 plus 18 is 45, so no, not lethal. Still fun though. Oh, there's shift pluses. Still not lethal. Okay, should get lethal next turn, hopefully. Looks like. Alright. Peace Pipe. Interesting. Discard stuff for the discard gods. Choke loves Calculated Gamble, right? It's a card. It draws you more cards. Those cards can draw cards. Calculated Gamble is also good with like Flex and Reflex and Tactician and stuff, which I would like to pick. Yes, Gamble is card draw negative, that's true. We definitely need some card draw. Would have loved to pick that backflip from the shop. We do have an Adrenaline, which is technically card draw. Also, Calculated Gamble is only negative card draw negative until we get our Reflex, and then it's card draw positive. Alright, see you, Sablin. Are we doing the Mega Elite? Puts us on a path for either a late fire or a late shop. Seemed like that Book of Stabbing went pretty well. There's a lot of question marks over here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 question marks pretty much in a row. We get like no more fights in Act 2 until the Elite. If we want. Seems like this deck wants some cards, though. We need to see lots of card rewards. Since we started with Busted Crown. Need to find like a Reflex. I would also like an upgrade on the Cloak and Dagger. That would be quite good. But I think we're going to go fight some Elites. Hopefully this fight goes well, because if it goes really bad, then we're not doing this path, and we've wasted a bunch of question marks. Snake Plant. Okay. We can Swift Pot, try and find some better stuff to do, or we can just triple defend Survivor. He's hitting for 24, so blocking for 23 is pretty much fine. Let's just do that. We want to line this Swift Pot up with like a choke turn or something. I guess Well-Laid Plans Flying Me lets us set up for next turn. We will be weak next turn, so that's not amazing. But I guess he will be too. Yeah, with a Fiend Fire. We have Leg Sweep and Neutralize in hand. I guess I'm going to use Leg Sweep this turn just to have something energy efficient to do. We're obviously playing Well-Laid Plans. And I think we're playing Flying Name. But the other 3 energy vexes me. I think I'll just play Strike and hold the Leg Sweep and the Neutralize. Still no choke. We're likely to get it with Swift Pot if we look for it. We also have Calculated Gamble. Let's look for it. Oh, we didn't get it. It's the bottom deck. Rude. Oh, I've got an energy pot too? God, this would be such a good choke turn. I think we have to go off anyway because we have Finisher in hand. We could use Calculated Gamble to get it. That's true. But we have Finisher. Like, this is already a good hand. It doesn't get much worse when we Calculated Gamble, though. That's fair. These cards are not as good as the cards in hand, though. I don't want to draw those. I want to play Blade Dance and stuff. Okay. Let's start with... Let's see, we're going to end up blocking for 22. That's going to be enough, because he's going to be weak. So let's start with a Strike. And then Neutralize while it is hitting exactly armor. And we're not going to be able to land all of these on armor, unfortunately. I think we Calculated Gamble now and then hold the choke. Just to get us a little bit ahead on the card draw. Although we did shuffle Ascender's Bane with that line, so maybe not great. Choke is probably not lethal. It'll do 9 plus 5 times 1, 2, 3, 4. Or, no, 1, 2, 3. Yeah. So 24, almost. We're off by 2. Well, off by 2 is still off, so... Oh, that's true. Energy Pot would have killed him. We're only taking 2 damage, though. I should have considered, though. You're right. Darn. Yeah, because Strength Pot's way better than the Energy Pot now, right? So we could have saved 2 health with that. Is Skewer good? We have a lot of energy sometimes. Skewer hits pretty hard. We already have a lot of damage, though. And it seems like we're using the energy pretty well. It says plus on it. We have a Busted Crown. It's a good card. Maybe I should just take it. We can use it for 0 to get an extra choke proc. Yep, we can Adrenaline with it. It interacts well with the deck. I wish it was like a dash. The deck needs some more block. A little bit thin, or like an accuracy. If we're just naming cards that we want. Blade Dance. Yeah, I think I'm gonna skip the Skewer. I feel pretty good about the damage. I think we're in good shape. Alright, let's see it. We get to start with Choke here. Also, he spawned like really weak gremlins, which is super good. This says 12, this says 8, that's 20 total. We can just kill the wizard, or we could kill... I guess killing shield gremlin first makes a lot of sense. We have no fewer than 12 damage, inconveniently. If we calculate a gamble, we could find a finisher. Got a 1 in 16 chance of just blowing him up. Oops, I'm going to restart the fight to Strength Pot. Strength Pot there is obvious. Ah! Ooh! Not that button. Sorry about that. Apologies to headphone users, ear havers. Great, we get to kill them both. I've never done that before. I was scared. Never clicked the abandon run button on accident. Okay, fine. I guess I'll defend for the choke value. Yikes, dude. Calm down. Dude, Strength Gremlin Leader is not fucking around. We still block it out, though. Wow. This has been the most useless Captain's Wheel of all time. It's missed in, like, every fight. It's not even like it's likely to miss in this fight. This is a good fight for Captain's Wheel. What does it even do? Nothing, I think. I think it turns you into a boat if you get 2 other relics. I believe that's the interaction. Oh, sorry. I assumed he was asking facetiously, but maybe he was asking legitimately. Okay. Well, that was pretty good Mega Elite. Only lost a couple of health. We ended up being health positive if you consider the pair part of the fight. Phantasmal Killer? Your attacks deal double damage. So that is actually not going to double the damage from Choke. It'll make Choke itself do 24, but then the card loss per card will remain 5. Works with Finisher. I think this will be my first pick of the new Phantasmal Killer. Alright, let's see it. See, we were supposed to do discard stuff. We were supposed to pick Hover and Kite. Everything's supposed to be different. Darn it. I do love me some Tingsha. Alright, another Book of Stabbing. We're highly encouraged to use Liquid Memories this turn so that we can alchemize. We could, like, Phantasmal Killer twice, set it up for 2 different turns, and then eventually we'll draw, like, Choke and Finisher and do some stuff. Or we could just, like, play Blade Dance twice, or Flying Knee twice. Flying Knee twice would get us 7 energy next turn. Seems unnecessary, but fun. I'm gonna go with the Phantasmal Killer twice. Do I take the plated armor now? We're definitely going to use it in this fight. I don't see any advantage to using it later. I mean, I guess if we use it later and block out, then that's great. It just seems really unlikely to happen. We can block for 13 and the plated armor blocks out. Get hyped. I'll just play all the cards. Double damage strikes. Ooh, this looks like a big turn. Come on, Adrenaline, get me some stuff. Oh, disappointing. Disappointing, but still lethal? Sundial, huh? I do not know how to make this a Sundial deck. We've got a couple of cards that exhaust. Calculated Gamble, Alchemize, Adrenaline. Maybe we pick up like a Deep Breath at a shop or something. Infinite Blades? Seems like a Shiv deck. Infinite Gamble? Can that work? We need card draw with it. We would need like Gamble Backflip or something. Yeah, or Reflex, that would work too. Triple Cultist. What a way to die. I'm gonna choke, and then I think Calculated Gamble, look for like a Blade Dance. Or like Adrenaline or something. Oh, we can Smoke Bomb. Great, we can't die here. Okay. Yeah, it's true. Tink should make that infinite damage. Yeah, another Calculated Gamble is definitely a take. These kill you. Probably want to play some block cards. And now is kind of the moment when we decide if we want to win the fight, we should play Strike Finisher. If we're willing to Smoke Bomb, we should play like Defend Finisher. Either way, we're staying in the fight for now. We're not like leaving immediately. But if we Defend Finisher, we're probably Smoke Bombing next turn. We only take 2 damage if we Strike Finisher, but I would prefer not to take 2 damage unless necessary. Taking 2 damage to deal 14. It's a good rate. How likely are we to block next turn? They are both going to hit for 11, so we need to block for 22-ish. Leg Sweep makes that a little lower. Leg Sweep Survivor blocks out. It's pretty likely to happen. Alright, I'll give myself another turn. We get Wheel next turn? What do you mean? Oh, that wheel. Yeah. Good point. What wheel? Alright. I'll take 2. We'll stay in the fight. I mean, we were staying in the fight either way, but I'll give myself a shot to win this. We can't afford to mess around, though. So we'll do that. We also set up Sundial longer if we wait more turns. These shifts will do 8. So we have 8 times 1, 4, 5. So we got 40 damage. Leg Sweep doesn't quite block out, but Leg Sweep Cloak and Dagger does. So we just kill him. And block out. And then either Phantasmal Killer or Blade Dance. This hits for 24, which is quite a bit. Yeah, Phantasmal Killer does. Is Phantasmal Killer really going to do 24 damage next turn, though? I think if we play Blade Dance, we're more likely to get lethal. No, it's 24 because this counts. We have Phantasmal Killer on right now as well, so this does 24 damage. So if you're comparing this to this, you have to count the whole damage, not the marginal damage. Yeah, I know, but this is 24 damage and this is 0 damage. No, it's worth 24. Any other way of counting this is just crazy. Like, I know where it's from, but like playing Phantasmal Killer right now is at the cost of 24 damage. No, it's not at the cost of 12 extra damage, it's at the cost of 24 damage. The option that you're comparing it to is 24 damage. There's another Calculated Gamble. But if you play Phantasma you don't get to play the 12 damage this turn. It doesn't matter where the damage comes from. You have to compare it to the whole damage of the card. Yeah, the Calculated Gamble seems insane here. Piercing Whale is nice too. I like Piercing Whale. But we have, like, Sundial. Calculated Gamble is, like, absolutely busted. Smoke Bomb versus Cunning Pot. Cunning Pot seems insane. I don't want to run from fights. I want to win them. If you play it, you get the double damage next turn, so you only have to make up 12 because your base damage there is higher either way. But we're missing 24 damage to play it. That's the point. So you're saying, okay, you're saying we would need to do 12 damage next turn to make up the 24 damage we're missing this turn? I guess that's reasonable, but I feel like you need to say more words if that's what you mean. you insufficiently described your meaning. Okay, that's fine. Yeah. You've chosen a frame of reference and not introduced that frame of reference. But I'm following you now. So we get 7 upgrades with this. 7 upgrades has got to be good, right? The card we'd remove would probably just be a strike. Yeah, I'll take 7 upgrades, please. I was thinking I would go to the Fires for more upgrades. 150 gold is not enough to be super hyped about going to a store. We do still have a lot of upgrades we need. Blade Dance needs an upgrade, Cloak and Dagger needs an upgrade, Adrenaline, Phantasmal Killer, Infinite Blades, both Calculated Gambles. Calculated Gambles are probably the top of the list, to be honest. Alchemize. Yeah, I think both Gambles is probably where I'm at. With a Tincture and a Sundial, the Relic Bar is hard pushing for the Calculated Gambles. And the deck likes the Calculated Gambles upgraded too, because the Choker. Well-Laid Plans does not love Calculated Gamble. I know, right? Shivs are a lot of fun. I'm really glad that you can just, like, not pick poison now. Alright, I think we're going to do at least one Calculated Gamble, and then we'll see what we're doing. Oh, I have to click this button first. Transform a card. I don't really want to do that. I guess I transform a Strike Plus. They do 9 damage, but it's like it could be like a Wraith form, right? We're pretty desperate for cards with a Blessed Crown. Even with the question card, we're still way behind. Could get like Accuracy or something. What's like the worst card? It used to be like Reflex and Tactician were the worst card, but Reflex and Tactician are insane now. Transform Survivor. It's not a crazy idea. Survivor's kind of like a worse version of Defend Plus right now, but a couple of things. Survivor Plus gets better again, and we might want discard effects. We have 2 Calculated Gambles, so we're like super hungry for a Reflex or Tactician. So the discard card might be an upside rather than an outside. Yeah, we've got plenty of damage. I think I'm just going to transform a Strike and hope it's a Wraith form. Eviscerate's not bad. It's definitely an upgrade over Strike. Flying Knee's reasonable too. I don't know why people are still talking about the 12 versus 24 thing. It's like, I think we all understand completely now, right? I think the most obvious reference frame is like the health total of the cultist, which was the reference frame I was working in, that where we need to do 24 of that damage. But you know, if we get double damage next turn, then 12 damage next turn would have done 24 of health, cultist health damage. So that we're talking about the same thing. We could upgrade our brand new Eviscerate. Does a lot of damage. But I think we would like to upgrade the other Calculated Gamble. Can I get Tough Bandages? This would be the ultimate Tough Bandages deck. We've got Choke. Let's go. Oh, we can't choke him. I forgot about that. It's a debuff. Okay, we need to finish debuffing him so that we can choke him to death. We did not win. We did the other thing. They are going to steal Finisher, Well-Laid Plans, and Eviscerate, and Calculated Gamble. 2 of those 3. We could Calculated Gamble and potentially draw all 4 of those, and then they would take basics and commons, which would be fun. In the game of Slay the Spires, you win or you die. I want to play Alchemize, but I don't want to play Alchemize until I've used the Cunning Potion, and I can't use the Cunning Potion until it pays off with either Finisher or Choke. So I'm stuck not playing Alchemize this turn. So let's do these 2. Actually, we get an 18 damage strike, so I guess I'll play that too. Is it crazy to Shiv Pot, Alchemize, and then gamble the Shivs away? It is not crazy. That's a really good line if the deck had like a lot more card draw. If we had like a Reflex and or a Acrobatics, having Shivs in the deck is fine. I think having Shivs in this deck is a little bit too slow. This deck has a lot of energy and not a lot of card draw, so it's pretty dangerous to shuffle Shivs. But contextually, it can be, right? Aha, I targeted the Eviscerate one. I got the right one randomly. Finisher is going to do at least 24 this turn, so I think we're probably just going to Finisher on him. Does anybody know if Eviscerate counts the cards you discarded before you, like when it didn't exist? It should, right? Let's find out. Let's do math, or let's do science. We need neutralize to hit him so that we can choke him later. So that's not a decision. But we can target this Shiv on whoever we want. And I think I want my Well-Laid Plans back. And then we're going to Survivor the Defend for Science. Okay, it does count. I guess there are 2 RDs. Never thought about it that way. Sir Artemal has been around in chat for so long that he's got a very distinctive name in my mind. I don't like taking 24. Maybe we just defend Calculated Gamble here. Seems fine. Aha! We found the leg sweep. Yeah, I realized a long time ago that it's supposed to be pronounced differently than I'm actually pronouncing it. It's like Artemile or something, but you know, it's hard to change habits at this point. Yeah, you know, I talked about the Blade Dance and then Calculated Gamble line a little bit earlier, so I didn't talk about it there. But yeah, I don't know if it's a super good idea to having Shivs in the deck with this particular deck. We need to kill this orb so we can get Well-Laid Plans so that we can hold the choke, I think. I think I want a really big choke turn. So I think we're going to hold the potion for just a second here. It doesn't really matter if he's weak because he's Hyper Beaming next turn, so we're not going to be able to block it anyway. We're probably going to use the Ghost in a Jar. How can you choke that which has no head? That's a great question. Maybe you go for like a little elbow lock thing. Alright, I don't think we're blocking for 58. So let's do that. Calculated Gamble activates Sundial here. An essay on my quickest ban yet by guitar. What do you? It depends. Kind of depends on what you mean by daddy jokes. Do you mean like just like puns or like and like? I've just never heard anybody call it a daddy joke, so I'm like suspicious. But dad jokes are fine. I don't know what I would call a dad joke. We're from different cultures, guitar. So like what I would call a dad joke. See, that's a little bit different. Yeah. I mean, I'm not like opposed to S&M culture, but like I don't know. It's not really the kind of community I'm trying to build. Yeah, exactly. It seems that the cultural difference was indeed sustained across the different cultures. So no, I'd prefer none of those, if you don't mind. So I want to calculate a gamble this turn. We draw a finisher and stuff. Do we alchemize first? We could potentially get another cunning potion, or like card draw or something. Yeah, I think alchemize is probably good. Okay, not useful. We redrew choke. I guess we choke and cunning pot and then finisher. Phantasmal Killer is a turn too late here. Okay. Then we'll set up Phantasmal Killer and do it all again next turn. This hand is terrible. Let's calculate again. We'll find some better stuff to set up. Free Eviscerate. I think we do the Eviscerate and the Strike, and then we just hold the Blade Dance for a big turn next turn. Oh wait, that's not happening. These cards are not amenable to having a big turn next turn. Alright, fine. Crap, I thought we did double damage this turn, but we do double damage next turn. Do I just hold 2 shivs? I think I do. We've got Neutralize and like Sweep coming up. We should be able to block without the Defend plus. Oh my god, man's laughter. Alright, let's weaken him. We did not draw the leg sweep, so this is our only source of weak. Sitting for 30. We can only block for 16. Wait, do we have lethal? 18 plus 24 is 42. Plus 16 is 50-something. Definitely not lethal. Okay. We could hold shivs again and hope for choke, but they do double damage now. Does Keanu Reeves like this deck? It's breathtaking. No Soratimal. You're breathtaking! I think I am going to hold the shivs. Okay, well, I'd rather hold Blade Dance and Cloak and Dagger than Shiv, so I'm not holding them anymore. Unless we have Lethal, but we don't. Yikes. Marcos Chiefs? I don't know who Marcos Chiefs is. We have 2 calculated gambles in hand, and our current hand is terrible. We're going to be looking for Eviscerate or Finisher, maybe Choke as well. So this is actually the time when we're going to shuffle shivs, because this is the last shuffle that matters. So it's time to do the thing. Do we neutralize first? No. Oh, okay. We missed Choke. We got Eviscerate and Finisher, so we should be fine. Okay. Malaise second Alchemize? I don't know about second Alchemize. That seems wrong. Um, is Malaise good in Act 3? It's good against the heart. We don't have much block. We do have a lot of energy. We might actually go up to 6 energy here. So I guess we should pick Malaise. We also sometimes do sundial things. And like flying these. So theoretically, if we pick an energy relic next floor, we have 4, 5, 6 from the energy relic, 7, 8, 9 from the sundial. So we could get a 9 energy Malaise. Okay. Suzu, Coffee Dripper, and Calling Bell are the options. We don't have any potion synergy stuff, so we could pick Sozu, right? Yeah. Coffee Dripper seems pretty free. Oh wait, no, that's the reverse of how this works. I was thinking Regal Pillow heals us at rest sites, but then I was like, no, you have to actually rest at rest sites to do it. We do have Eternal Feather, so we do still heal at rest sites, but Bell is really fun. Bell is our best chance of getting tough bandages, which is actually like super good. Oh, that's right, we do have an Alchemize. So I think both Coffee Dripper and Sozu have something that just like rules them out. Sozu, because we have Alchemize, so we literally just can't pick Sozu. That would just kill us on the spot. We would just click Abandon Run. And then Regal Pillow doesn't like Coffee Dripper. We can definitely have those two and survive. That's okay. But like Calling Bell's great, so let's pick Calling Bell. Give me those tough bandages. Give it to me. I want it. Darn it. Well, I guess I'm glad we didn't pick the Coffee Dripper, because we have Dreamcatcher and Regal Pillow now. Toxic Egg's great. Turnip's great. Happy to see all these, except for Dreamcatcher. It's true, we've got Tingsha and Calling Bell. Got all the bells, the full set. Are there any more bells? I think there are not. Yeah, I think there's no more bells. Okay. Gonna be a tough Time Lord fight. I won't deny that. We've got our Grain Key, so we don't have to worry about that. We still probably want to fight elites, because we have Preserved Insect and Slaver's Collar. There's a 4 elite route. Boing, doing, ding, dong. If we want to do that. Is Melange a bell? Is that what you're saying? Oh, you're just, yeah. Melange is okay. It's like a, yeah, it's an uncommon class-specific relic, so. Oh, it's a, yeah, shop relic for a specific class. It's not common. It's the little, it looks like kind of a swirl. I don't know. It's like a yellow swirl. I guess you're probably looking at it since you just, like, typed the name directly into chat. You knew what you were looking for. What about the same route, but a shop instead of a 3rd elite? You mean this shop instead of that guy? That makes some sense. Yeah, we can decide that when we get here. Might be the right thing to do. Yeah, and then we decide here if we want an elite at all. We maybe take a shop instead of that one. Lots of options here. This route is strictly better than this one because we have a decision after the second fight. I guess we could have a decision after the first fight, right? Like maybe if we get super beat up here, we have to do question marks. The Sacred Bark. I like it. Although Bark is a weird name for a dog, so that implication is strange. I don't think there's actually any universe where we pick this, so I think we'll do this one instead. Okay. Games cards. Nope. Gonna need different cards than those. Leg Sweep, Flying Knee, Blade Dance, and Infinite Blades need to happen this turn, so that's the whole turn. I've already blocked out. There's our first calling bell draw. Kind of a tough spot here. It would be a lot better if this guy was multi-attacking. You know what? We should have attacked this guy first turn, because he was buffing, so he was a bigger threat. I guess I wanted to put the leg sweep on him, so I, like, got used to targeting him. It's not really a good excuse. We're playing the whole hand. We do 12 plus 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So 12 plus 25 damage from choke. That's 37 plus 8 from 2 shivs. So 45 damage. Coming out of choke. Not enough to kill this Darkling. Or this one. So we have to kill this one, basically. Feels like a bit of a waste to put 37 damage into him with choke. Alchemize into smoke bomb's not terrible here. We'll have to play choke first to see what it is. Okay. Gambler's Brew, huh? Would be nice to get some different cards here. Malaise, defend, neutralize. Okay. Very helpful. Thanks, game. Alright, well, let's neutralize on him and then start working him down. I'll go ahead and drink the liquid bronze, because why not? What are we saving it for? It's okay, we're just setting up the Regal Pillow and Dreamcatcher. We gotta get some value out of those. We'll lose some health. Those do 13. This guy has 13 health. I like it when a good plan comes together. And I think it's either Malaise for 3 or Eviscerate on Middle Darkling. If we're going to Malaise somebody, it should be one of the outside ones, because they multi-attack, so I'm going to Eviscerate. Weakest excuse. I don't make excuses. He has 30 health, the middle guy. Can we do 25 damage to him and still choke the middle guy? Let's see, we do 18 plus 8 is 26. So I believe we have lethal on both. Choke does 12 plus 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 cards. It's 37, that's plenty. We have lethal. Oh my gosh, I thought I had more energy than I have. And now I'm looking at both of them being alive. We're gonna restart the fight. Yikes. Thorns does kill them, but we take a ton of damage in the process. It was not what I intended. I don't know if I can reliably repeat this fight. But I'm not gonna... So what I should have done is target this guy so that they can kill him next turn. But that is not what I did. So I'm gonna repeat what I did. To avoid the cheating. Okay. And then I think we did like choke alchemize here, and we ended up choking him. And then we gambled everything. And that wasn't very helpful. And then we neutralized him and started working on it. Maybe I can repeat the fight. And we did the bronze too. Okay. I think I killed him, but why? I don't understand why I killed him. I could have just killed middle guy. Or like put them both low or something. I guess the goal is to repeat what I did, and I remember that these numbers added to 13, so I did this without really thinking about it. And then I remember eviscerating him. So I guess we are repeating the fight. Okay, gets us back to the quote-unquote present. Okay. So I think we just flip it around so that choke is on him, and he takes enough damage to die. So we only have 4 energies, so we're going to skip one of the strikes. So it's going to be choke plus 1, 2, 3, 4 cards. So it's going to be 32 damage choke, which is plenty to kill him. Okay. Let's go ahead and kill middle guy to block for 16 and see if we can find finisher. It's not quite the finisher I meant. Might work. Alright, he's at 20. This does a lot of damage. Do we kill with that? Yep. Okay. Well, that was disastrously bad. That fight went poorly. Because I played it wrong. I think Skewer's still a no. Last one was a Skewer plus. This one's not even that. Dodge and roll? There was a footwork at a shop a while ago. If we picked that, we'd probably be picking dodge and roll. I think as is, probably no on dodge and roll. We did get beat up quite a bit. Does that mean that we're going to these question marks? I think no. Okay. Kind of a turn-off brain play cards kind of turn there. So is this one. This turn's got some choices. We could do like flying knee calculated gamble. We've already mostly blocked out. Sure. Save the power pot for next fight, I think, and just take 3 here. Set up lethal next turn. Okay. Second Eviscerate. Seems like we've got enough damage. I don't think second Eviscerate is really doing anything the deck doesn't already do. It is kind of neat to have 2 calculated gambles and 2 Eviscerates. It's a lot of damage. I guess Eviscerate is like super card efficient, which is pretty useful against Time Lord, who is our first boss. It's good with strength scaling if we get any of that. It's hard to get as Silent. One of the main sources of strength scaling as a Silent is the Act 2 mutagen event, and we missed that. Yeah. I do like the ratio between the Eviscerates and the calculated gambles. It definitely could work. The deck needs like an acrobatics or backflip or something. For sure. And it's not really solving that problem, so I think no. Oh boy. Getting into the hard pool fight. Hard pool immediately. It's our 3rd floor. I was hoping for a question mark here. 2 calculated gambles in hand. Not great. Let's do the leg sweep and then gamble. Yeah, this is a hard pool fight. There's only two hard pools, or 2 easy pool fights in Act 3. Alright, I'm going to choke this one. And then I guess I'll neutralize him too, because the other guys have armor. Can you imagine if you started Act 3 and your very first fight was Triple Jawworm? That would be you'd be having a bad day. Man, I should have picked that other Eviscerate. This hits so hard. These hit for 42. Eviscerate flying knee, like, kills somebody now. But then we die. We take 26 and die. Wraith form saved me? Wraith form. What a champ. Okay. Pretty weak turn there. Malaise is too slow for this fight. Flexpot is good in the deck. We have to kill him to survive. Looks like we need to Flexpot to do that. Yep. Guess so. Okay. Should we use Speed Pot too? No, we're weak. Or we have minus Dex. I guess minus Dex is not the same as weak. Or frail is what I was thinking of. Alright, that better be lethal. Alright. Hey, there's Blade Dance Plus. Shapes. At least there's no exploders. We don't have any poison. How do we deal with shapes? Should I even play Infinite Blades? Does this get me killed? I guess we just calculated gamble our way to victory. Yeah, I think we don't play... Well, wait, Infinite Blades actually makes the calculated gambles bigger, huh? It increases our hand size by 1? No. That's stupid. It increases our hand size, but makes the deck much worse. Yeah, Tincture's, I think, our only source of damage that works against Spikers. Okay. Will-lay plan seems good. And I'll malaise the one with more health. I'll hold Choke so that my Calculated Gamble has an extra card. We're never playing it. I don't think. Blockpot could be useful. Alright. We'll do it your way, Spikers. Drawing both calculated gambles at the same time. Great. That's exactly what I wanted. I guess when we've got this much block, we can just, like, double defend and attack or something. Survivor activates Tingsha 2. We definitely can't play Eviscerate, though. That hits us back for, like, 45. Should have not played one of the defense. I was using the Survivor for Tingsha damage, and I forgot that it is also a blocking resource. Hey, Dwindling Storm. Doing okay. These stupid Spikers are giving me some trouble here. 16's enough. We're blocked out. Our only method of hurting them is Tingsha, so we're just doing that. We've got some calculated gambles. We'll get there eventually. Or they'll kill us. Also possible. Let's look suit the one who doesn't have -2 strength. Can I play like Choke Defend? No, I cannot. Okay. Gotta play some defends here. I think next time I see a calculated gamble, I will Blade Dance. We're getting close, so we can increase our hand size a little bit by playing that. I'll hold the Survivor, because I forgot to use it for both block and Tingsha. Alright, so now I'll use it for both block and Tingsha. Okay, so I'll use this for a little bit of block, use this for hand size, and then I guess I'll use this for block too. Then Tingsha. When does this become a Cyberpunk stream? I think probably never. I don't... doesn't really seem very valuable to stream a single player game. I don't know. I don't really like it watching that sort of content, so it's hard for me to imagine making it. I know that lots of people are excited to watch it, but yeah, tomorrow. Exactly. I've been asking for card draw. Is expertise it? Seems like some pretty weak card draw. It's also like very card inefficient against the heart. It only does one thing and it's only draw like 2 cards. It does say plus on it. I guess like if you draw 5 cards and then you play expertise, you do draw 3 cards, which is quite a bit. I mean, sandbox games need to have a story too, and stories want to be linear. What do you mean by you have 27 cards? Are you trying to say that's low or high, or I should do something based on it? Like, I don't understand the line there. I don't know. It seems like it's right on track. You're saying it's too high. Okay, interesting. Doesn't seem like we have much health to give the Tesseract. It's either 0 or 5. We're not murdering ourselves here. We are about to go to a campsite and probably heal with Regal Pillow and Eternal Feather, and we have Dreamcatcher. More than 10 is a sin. Do we risk another question mark and try to go to this campfire? There's a lot of question marks in Act 3 that are fights. Mind Bloom is often a fight. Sphere is a fight. Oh, it's true. We do have Busted Crown. We have a question card though. Both work in this, so we would get 2 cards per thing. How good are colorless cards? I think vary. A lot of them card draw, which is great. A lot of them cost 0, which is something we want. Some of them block for a lot, which is something we need. Yeah, there's a lot of really good colorless cards. So I think I'll go for as many as we can get, which is 2. Apotheosis is probably not good, but Blind seems okay. Transmutation? Why are these all upgraded? Did we just randomly... Oh, we've got Toxic Egg. Yeah. We could take Bandage. I don't hate Transmutation either. Probably taking a Blind from here. Helps us remove the artifact charges so that Choke can land. Also just weakens people, which is super good. Not something we have a lot of. It's pretty much just Leg Sweep and Neutralize. Yeah, we're picking one of these two. I'm not a big fan of Bandage Up, so we should probably pick Transmutation. It's fun at the very least. I mean, if your turn is just Choke Transmutation and you Transmutation for like 3, that's a good turn. Like almost all the time. Alright, let's do it. And then let's go rest. Look at all those hit points. Got 58 of them. Do we have enough card draw to support Deflect? No, we do not. We need dramatically more card draw. Deflect is the opposite of what we want. It doesn't say plus on it, and we need to block cards. Yeah, I think we're doing that. Okay. Here's Mind Bloom. Is there any reason not to fight a boss for a rare relic? Healing to full seems terrible and has a big downside. Upgrading all cards also has a big downside. It does have a big downside, but just doesn't have that much upside. I guess there's quite a few things we hit. Cloak and Dagger, Adrenaline, Phantasmal Killer, Eviscerate. But like Infinite Blades actually has a bad upgrade. We don't want that. It can be Tough Bandages. No joke. There's actually two like insane rare relic outs from here. Tough Bandages and Dead Branch are both insane here. Dead Branch is nuts with shivs. Just talking about all upgrades just for completeness' sake. Blade Dance has got a nice upgrade. Alchemize. Yeah, there's no way it's as good as a rare relic. Okay. Malaise Hexaghost for 5 seems amazing. Let's do that. Yep, Gambling Chip, always a good one. I mean, pretty much all rare relics are like super good. This is the point where we laugh in Hexaghost's face as he attacks us for 0 times 6. I like this part of the game. Ha ha ha. Whenever I like performatively laugh, right? Whenever I do like a fake laugh, it also makes me real laugh. And that just makes me a ridiculous person. That's okay. Yep, wheel whiffing once again. There's nothing either of these do, so I guess we're waiting on Alchemize, unless we want to just throw away Speed Pot. People were talking about what the worst potion is earlier, and Redbeardy said it was Skill Pot, and I think I agreed with him at the time, but I don't think I thought about it enough, because Speed Pot is usually much worse than Skill Pot. In fact, I think I do want to throw this away. We might not draw back to Alchemize. Okay, fine. These aren't attacks, so let's find some attacks. Yeah, sometimes Skill Pot's amazing. Usually it's kind of middling. But. You can like pretty reliably get yourself out of a small amount of trouble with it. Do we just Transmutation for 6 here? This is like kind of a Clown Fiesta turn, but I kind of like it. Okay. Sure. Right? Wait, no, we gotta get the 0 cost attacks and then calculate gamble to draw them, obviously. Okay. Alright, I think that we've done enough to Hexaghost. Goodbye, Hexaghost. Until next round. Oh, there's an accuracy! Whoa! Okay, sure, right? We've got 2 Blade Dances. Accuracy's still good. Yeah, okay, sure. Alright. We're doing it. It says plus on it, too. Alright, I'm not going to mess this fight up as badly as I messed it up last time. How about that? That's a good starting point. We've got 2 X-Cost cards in our hands, so we're going to play one of them. And probably not the other. Actually, we might play the other one just to exhaust it. Yeah, I think we are just gonna roll some dice here. We need a block for. I guess we could Malaise. Malaise also blocks out here, but Transmutation's more fun. All right, let's see it. Deep Breath triggers Sundial immediately. Which would give us enough energy to play Choke if this gets Choke. This always gets Choke, right? Because we can make it get Choke. Do we want Choke right now? I should have played the Discovery first so that I had some more information. I guess we want Neutralize, because we need to weaken him. No, we're gonna shuffle with the deep breath, so let's take the choke. Okay. Second choke. Alright, fine. Let's start working down the other one. Let's see, we're gonna play 3 more cards, right? It's gonna be like choke, defend, malaise or something. So 3 more cards is 15 more damage to him. If we choke him, obviously he dies. I don't think we need him to be super dead. We just need him to be killable next turn. Okay. Alright, well he's not killable. Let's see what's in here. It's another block pot. Okay, 2 in a row. Let's go ahead and re-neutralize him to reduce damage. And then I guess play the rest of the cards. And maybe use a weak pot on somebody. We do have a lot of food relics. Wait, Courier's not a food relic. Did you try to sneak that in there? Courier is a friend relic. Yeah, I'm going to use at least 1 potion. I'm just considering whether I want to use both. I don't think Weak Pot is good, because we're going to kill him probably next turn. We're still losing 4 health, I think, but it's fine. Oh my god, it's happening. Captain's Wheel. Enemies are attacking us. I thought this wasn't allowed. Secret weapon can go get nothing. Oh, Eviscerate. Eviscerate's the only option. Weird. Toxic egg for food. Yeah, I guess technically it's a food relic, right? It's just a spoiled food relic. Alright, let's go ahead and Eviscerate on this guy. So that we can kill him next turn if we need to. And then we can kill him or like sweep, leg sweep or something. If we survive, we're walking for 20, they're hitting for 24, so I might as well kill him. Finally, accuracy. Defend gamble? Oh, was it lethal? You're right, he's at 3. Oops. We have another Blade Dance coming up. I think that's going to be lethal. Okay. Cultist Potion. Nope, no card draw here. I don't think we need more all-out attack style stuff. No, thank you. We need to take Sapphire Key if we want to go to Act 4. We're not in great shape, but I don't think we're so desperate we would take a Akabeko here. Although it is good with Eviscerate. Shop or Elite? Somebody called out this decision at the beginning. I feel like the shop's pretty important. Yeah, no, I totally missed it. I'm glad you saw it, because 1 card calculated gamble with lethal is a fun thing to think and a fun thing to say. Oh, you never thought you would hear. Oh, well that makes me feel a little bit better. Okay. Yeah, I mean it is time eater, so we're needing help is definitely where I'm at with this run. This is not sure how we're getting there. It's definitely possible to pull a rabbit out of your hat against time eater, but I think we're going to need to see what's at this shop. Snecko Skull Bouncing Flask. Why do you want to remove Flying Knee so bad? Isn't Flying Knee better than a Strike Plus? Don't you like energy? Panache versus Time Lord. That's leaning in right there. I won't let you scare me, Time Lord. I'm playing my own deck. It's true that we're not always able to use all of our energy, but we do have 2 X-Cost cards now, so we're frequently able to use all of our energy. I could pick another Flying Knee just to make Sir Artemal mad. No, I'm not doing that. It's a stupid reason to do something, and it's a stupid thing to do. Escape Plan is almost kinda card draw. Almost kinda. Yeah, probably Clockwork, Snecko Skull, and Bouncing Flask. I was not joking about the Snecko Skull Bouncing Flask. It's like a pretty reasonable way to deal with Time Lord. The Arties are teaming up. They've become too powerful. Okay, so this costs 198. This adds, so it's 319, right? No. 329. 329 means we can't card remove. Are we really doing Bouncing Flask, Snecko Skull? It's like we add 116 poison card to the deck. I guess Escape Plan is good with Choke. But if we get a second Bouncing Flask, then we're in okay shape. I don't even know. The main problem we need to solve is, like, how do we block Time Lord? And none of these cards are helping with that. Bouncing Flask Snecko Skull is such a hard left. It's like that's a big shift for the deck to try and pull that off. And it's a 30 card deck. So that doesn't seem like a great idea. I guess I'm just not seeing anything else good at the shop is the problem. That's true. Buying a Sucker Punch from a floor 44 shop is... pretty bad. I'm happy to see Sucker Punch on floor 1, but not on floor 44. Sorry, it sounds like my wife is on a call, so I'll probably drop some packets. I don't see any dropping right now, so there you go. That's something. Could save the money. The problem with saving money is the next shop is in Act 4, and we probably die to Time Lord currently. So it's a bit of a problem. Thanks for the follow, Jakers7. Appreciate the support. Welcome to the Vegetable Batch. We could do like card remove, Clockwork Souvenir. I'm gonna say it. I'm only gonna say it once because I don't want to. Jack of all trades. It's not great. Oh wait, what if we okay, we should buy, we have Courier, so we should buy this Clockwork Souvenir and then see what happens, and then maybe what happens is something that magically kills Time Lord? What if we buy this bouncing flask and another bouncing flask pops up, and then we get 2 bouncing flasks? Yeah, well, Jack of all trades, like the reason to take it against Time Lord is you can get Dark Shackles or Panic Button, which are both extremely good against Time Lord. Buffalo Breakdance, I think you're joking. I think you're joking when you say I should take Snecko Bouncing Flask, but I think that's probably the line. I think that's probably what I'm doing here. Unfortunately, it feels really bad, but like, it is a way to kill Time Lord. All right, let's click this button. Let's see what we get. Okay, anchor, not useful. Unless we want to turn into a boat, in which case it's great. Oh, yeah. Yeah, I think that's probably the line. I think Bouncing Flask card, Snecko Skull is better than card remove. Envenom would actually be pretty good in the deck, yeah. I'd buy an Envenom. Alright, let's see. After we buy a Snecko Skull, we don't have enough money to buy a Relic. So I'm going to buy Bouncing Flask first to see if the card is good. Outmaneuver is terrible. You become the captain. I thought you turned into a boat. Kunai would have been okay. All right. Are we replacing this weak pot with one of these? No. Weak pot's fine. And these aren't really any better. Okay. Well, I don't feel very good about that turn, or that shop. Oh yeah, I've gotten all the boat relics several times. You definitely turn into a boat. Oh man, I should have a pirate hat. And whenever I get all 3 boat relics, I put on the pirate hat. That's a great stream gimmick. But then I have a headset on. I'm not sure I could put a hat on over that. It would have to be a really big hat, but that seems appropriate. I think it's Phantasmical or Gamble. It's either that or Malaise for 4. But Malaise for 4 is not really very effective in this fight. Okay. Getting him with the Tingsha. Man, imagine if we had strength. We just attacked like 12 times. Choke Transmutation. Yeah, it's true. Clockwork hits immediately. It's like the opposite of Captain's Wheel. Just always works. Well, this turn we need some help, so let's see what Transmutation wants to do. Ooh, it helped. Thanks, Transmutation. Did you see the kunai at the shop, Shardmal? I mean, we couldn't have ever taken it, but it was good. I'll throw away a week since we've got Alchemize available. Okay. I guess I should have used the week earlier in the fight. He's wrapped us up. He's already weak, so no point in weak potting. We do take like 27 or here? 22? 27, where'd that come from? And then we get exact lethal. Great. Poison stab. Oof, that one would hurt. I can't do that. I can't do it. I'm not doing it. Alright, we're skipping that. Alright. On the next floor. Ray Relic could be Dead Branch or what's the other one I've been looking for? Tough Bandages is rare, right? No, it's not. Where is it? I hate that you can't Control F on the relic page on the wiki because it's just pictures. I guess I should just type it into the Spire bot. Oh, somebody's already done that. Okay, great. It says it is rare. Why can't I see it? I've literally looked through all the rare relics like 7 times. Oh, have they moved them? What? They've got a class-specific section now. I think maybe they just forgot to add it. Oh no, they've got class-specific per category, so it's not even rare or class-specific, because I was looking at the uncommon class-specific. So yeah, it's in the class-specific rare category. Okay. Yeah, so Dead Branch or Tough Bandages would be GG. Duvu Doll's not bad. Gambling Chip, Fossilized Helix. A little late for Gira. Obviously, Lizard Tail and Incense Burner are good. Old Coin's terrible. Pocket Watch is terrible. Torian Tungsten Rod are always good. Stone Calendar and Unceasing Top are always bad. Too late for Prayer Whale to be good. I don't know. It's kind of mixed. Sure. Alright, let's start with this. It's true, they do always have a card reward. I'm not 100% sure we survived this. I think we're using both potions. Phantasmal Killer seems good this turn. Maybe we like Phantasmal Killer and hold... No. I guess we should Bouncing Flask. I should have done that before I weak potted. What's the point of holding Eviscerate, though? Eviscerate wants you to play Calculated Gamble before you play it. And so if I hold Eviscerate and it's in the same hand as Calculated Gamble, I'm like, drat. That didn't do anything. Maybe I hold Phantasmal Killer. Maybe I don't play Well-Laid Plans and can't hold anything. Alright. Flask doesn't care who I hit. I think I'll Flying Knee and then hold these two. Blind is good. Gonna need something like that. I think no Shiv before the Calculated Gamble. I think we just need to draw good stuff. Whoa. Tingsha is like that kid. Get him. They're both weak already, so it doesn't really matter who I leg sweep if I leg sweep. We could Blade Dance Calculated Gamble for the maximum card draw. Could Transmute for 5, sure. Hoping for Panic Button. Makes some sense. If I Blade Dance Calculated Gamble, we could get Choke or something. I guess the best hand would be like Choke, Accuracy, Blade Dance. It's not even that good though. I think we need to play the leg sweep. Blade Dance, Transmutation, Gamble. What are you hoping to accomplish with that? You draw a bunch of cards with no energy. I actually do have... I have a loaf that's been proofing overnight that I'm ready to go bake as soon as the stream's over. I should be baking it now, but, you know, it'll be fine. I think just Transmutation for 3. No. Yeah, just Transmutation for 3. Okay. Oh. Just a regular sourdough loaf today. Neutralize, I guess, costs 0. We can, like, master strategy, calculated gamble. Can we get a sundial proc ever? No, we cannot. Okay. Secret weapon for neutralize. That makes sense. Right. We can make these cost 0. And then draw them. And then draw them. Storm of Steel? I guess we could concentrate now that we have cards. So it's either like we Storm of Steel for a bunch and try to kill him. I guess Adrenaline's happening either way, so let's do that. So concentrate hits burn Tactician, which is nuts. But what do we do with the 3 energy? I guess it's like Survivor Defend, no Storm. Survivor Defend, Blade Dance. Yeah, this turn's been all over the place, that's for sure. You can Survivor Defend Storm? Yeah. Yeah, I think that's probably the plan. Oh, Survivor Defend Storm? Wait, why? Concentrate does do 9 damage, but it's costing us cards that we would just Storm of Steel anyway. I think we need to block, right? Because we're currently taking 16 damage. So I want to play Survivor and Defend, because that blocks for 16. And if I want to do that, I need energy, so I have to discard Tactician. So I guess we could, yeah, Survivor, Tactician, play Defend, and then Storm. That's probably the line. So we get extra shifts. Okay. What can Tactician... Oh yeah, you're thinking about Reflex. Okay. Yes, Captain's Wheel. Do the thing. Choke Accuracy Shiv probably kills this guy. He is at 16, so Choke would almost kill him by itself. Actually, Accuracy Shiv almost kills him. Alchemize can get like an Explosive Pot. Or a Fire Pot. I think I'm just going to take this safe approach and just choke him. Because that definitely kills him. And then we're blocked out for Alchemize? Yeah, wouldn't have killed him. Okay. We made it through. Got the Specimen. We got all the poison relics right in a row. Cloak and Dagger is so card inefficient for Time Lord. It's really tough to pick, but it's so good. It blocks. We have an accuracy. Yeah, normally Wheel is quite good. Wasn't very good in this run for some reason. Kept missing. I think we can't take a Cloak and Dagger, though. Time Lord is like 3 floors from now. It's like very soon. So I think we need to skip here. And then hope for what? I'm not sure, but we need to take the 2 Fire Paths because we need to recall and rest. I'll rest first. Fumes. There we go. Okay, Fume's Skull. We can get him. Okay. Alright, we're back in it. We just gotta get through Transient now. Which is not easy. Not with this turn. Alright, well, I guess we're playing all the cards. Malaise does basically nothing in the fight, so I think we're just going to like defend Transmute. Oops, should have played Chrysalis before. A lot of piercing whales. Couldn't really see. It's too fast. Alright, taking 7 more. It's not too bad. Or 4 more, thanks to Fumes. I think we just gamble here. Wait, can we just block out in hand? Can we, like, Eviscerate Finisher to block out? We're already hitting for 18, and he takes 7 at the end of the turn. So we need to do... Let's see, we've done 25-ish. We need to do 35 more. This does 21 plus 8. It's not far off. I think I'd rather gamble, though. Gamble paid off big. We can hold this for next turn if we want. Is it better to play it and get the weak, or hold it? Weak is actually not very good in this fight. Alright, I'll just play it then. Oh, that's right, we never played plans. Yeah, sorry. We had it in hand, we just didn't play it. Blocking for 18, hitting for 38 plus 16 is 50-something, so we're blocked out, so we don't need the flex spot. Okay. Piercing Well does basically nothing in the fight. And neither does Weak, so I think we're just going to gamble. Maybe Strike gamble? Is Strike a good outcome? Oof, there's a setup in here. Talk about why Weak is not that good against Transient. So, Transient is super weird, because the most efficient way to block Transient is by doing damage. If you look at your starting deck, you will see a design decision that the Slay the Spire developers made, which is that damage is more energy efficient than block. So like, starting strikes do 6, starting defends block for 5, starting strike plus is hit for 9, defend plus is hit for 8. So in the Transient fight, it's because damage equals block, you just want to load up on damage and do damage as quickly as possible. Therefore, you don't really want to be blocking with Weak in the Transient fight. Or sorry, you don't want to be blocking with armor in the Transient fight, because it's less efficient. And Weak depends on you blocking with armor. If you're not blocking with armor, then Weak just means you're taking like a third less or a quarter less of your health loss, and you don't want to take you don't want to take any health loss, right, in any fight. And Weak will never help you get Transient's damage down to 0. If Transient is attacking for 2 and he's weak, he'll hit you for 1, right? It's like not that useful. The only way to get his damage down to 0 is punching him in the face. I think we want to land both Choke and Blade Dance ideally, so we should calculate a game with as many cards as possible. So no strike. Alright, we missed Blade Dance, but I think we still get there. I'm not sure. Not really. Oh, I guess we did. Okay. That poison hit harder than I thought it was going to. And this is the last turn, so we don't need to hold anything back. We don't have any card draw, so setup's not useful. Okay. Hey, there's a backflip. Been looking for a backflip for forever. You never understand how poison works in this fight. Yeah, it's hard to think about the poison when the enemies are weak too. The poison does make him do less damage, which you probably already know. But like because he's weak, the poison was kind of like doing like 2/3 of what it's supposed to do, because it shows you his damage already reduced by a quarter, right? So so poison was going to reduce that damage by less than what it represented, how it represented itself through the UI. All right, we have to recall if we want to go to Act 4. And let's hope we get Noxious Fumes on the top of the deck. That's not Noxious Fumes. We'll blind box a bit. I think we hold these two, and then eventually we flex spot and have a big turn. Or we just calculated gamble. Gosh. Blade Dance costing 5 cards is so brutal in this fight. Yeah, it's just like backflip calculated gamble. I guess I'll take a defend since it's here. He's already weak, so weakening him further is not very effective, although it would extend the weak to next turn. I think we do calculate gamble anyway, though. I really want to draw that Noxious Fumes. So let's get to it. Maybe Transmutation saves us? The problem with Transmutation is if we transmute and then play all 3 cards, which we're going to want to do because they're going to be upgraded in 0 cost, then we've used all 4 on the clock. Maybe that's okay, though. But some of them are going to want to draw cards. Yeah, I think I'll just leave 4 on the clock. We should be okay next turn. We've got, like, Malaise and Leg Sweep, Defense, whatever. I'll just hold 2 Defends. We don't really need accuracy in the fight. I just want to draw Fumes, and I want it now. Alright, I think we've got 3 time left on the clock. I think that time is going to be Fumes, Flask, Memories, Flask. We'll hold the Leg Sweep, obviously, and then Phantasmal Killer, I guess. Okay. We're on our way. He's got 35 poison. Should tick him down pretty quickly. Leg Sweep is always happening. Let's start with that. See what his damage is. We can block for 16 more. Seems like we need to do that. Blind can extend the weak, but we can just not play it and do that later. We could play Phantasmal Killer and hold the last 2 cards. And then maybe next turn is the flex pot. Yeah, I think I like that. We'll see if he's not attacking. If we can sort of proc him without hurting ourselves too bad. I don't think we're skipping Bouncing Flask. So it's probably like Flask Defend. I think no slime. Time Lord's rough. Also, he's just choosing to multi-attack a lot, and we're really bad at blocking multi-attacks. This deck needed a Piercing Whale. He is taking 57 and going from 319 to... oh gosh. I don't know. Calculator, help me out. 319 minus 57 is 262. That does not split. We need to do 22 more damage. to split him. And we do want to split him here. You mean... Wait, why did you say 21? Oh. Yeah, we need to do, sorry, 23 damage to split him. This does 27. That seems like enough. If we flex pop. Oh, I see. So we can do this with a flex spot. That's 4 cards. We'd have 2 cards left. Double defend. He hits for 36. We block for 16. Take 20. He splits and then kills us. Doesn't seem great. Other plan is just double defend blind, wait for 2 turns. Maybe he doesn't attack next turn. He actually can't triple attack because he triple attacked the last 2 turns. So we kind of get a free turn there. But he might do the big attack instead, so... Yeah, I think we just need to hope his AI is friendly here. I guess I'll take damage instead of pointless AoE. He is big attacking, of course. We've got 3 cards and no block in hand. So we're going to have to draw like the backflip and the defend. Calculated gamble, backflip, defend. It's not a terrible turn, if we can pull it off. Alchemize could give us a ghost in a jar. Be pretty useful right now. Skill pot could be useful. But even skill pot, like what are we getting out of it? Leg sweep? Not that good. Block pot, I guess. I don't want that to be one of the 3 cards. I think I want calculated gamble first. Malaise for 5. It's not the right turn for it. I prefer to malaise for 5 next turn. How about just defend Cloak and Dagger, block for 14? That seems fine. I'll retain the malaise, actually. So after he heals, we can malaise him for a bunch. Go ahead and play a slime. We're about to shuffle, so this is the maximum value slime. I guess we could just hold the slime. And then it doesn't shuffle, and we don't play a card. It's a pretty big deck with not that many slimes in it, so I'm not too worried about slime density. I guess I'll just hold it. Well, I'll hold a better card, right? There's no point in holding a slime. If we had a Catalyst, he'd be dead. I think if we just malaise, we die. So I think I'm gonna like backflip malaise. Do I survivor too? Yes. I'll hold Phantasmal Killer. Phantasmal Killer is actually pretty good in the fight because it makes our cards sort of twice as efficient. Alright, let's play it and see if we can kill him next turn. Probably not, but maybe. We have a flex spot. Could play 8 cards. I don't think we're doing 240 damage, though. Sorry, Anmal, I've lost the context for your comment. I don't know when you were intending me to hold Malaise. Geez. Need to block for at least 15 to survive the turn, or kill him. You could Transmutation for 5 and get, what's it called? Panic Button. Panic Button would do it. Shackles also works. Yeah, okay, let's Transmutation for 5. That's not it. Deep Breath does work with Sundial, so we'd get 2 energy. We could Chrysalis and Calculated Gamble. Try and draw some skills. If we get like Piercing Whales, that could work. Alright, let's see what these are. We got Set Up a Nightmare. Burst. Okay, let's do Deep Breath and then Calculated Gamble. We have to draw really well here, so let's see it. Alchemize can save us. Alchemize can be Ghost in a Jar. Or Power Pot, which could be Wraith form. Dupe Pot. Alright, Calculated Gamble, save me. Really? Does Dupe Pot Survivor Defend work? He is... Oh, he's hitting for 10 because we're vulnerable. What do you mean by you can only use 1? He's at 9 on the clock, so we've got 3 cards left. Here, let's do the math real quick. So he starts out with 8 times... Oh, 1 energy. Good point. So if we double Survivor, we take block for 16. So if we double Survivor, we definitely survive. But we leave 1 on the clock, so he needs to be kind and not attack next turn. But I think that's the only line. Because Sir Ardenwell is right. We don't have the energy. Okay, alright, well. We're backed into a corner. I'm pretty sure if we set up bouncing, we die. Because he gets more strength if we set up bouncing. Let's make sure. Because it would be nice to Bouncing Flash next turn. So he starts out with 8 times... times 3. So he'd be going to 11 times 3. And then times 0.75 times 1.5. I'm sorry, I'm missing something. Why is he hitting for 10 right now? Because right now he should be... Yeah, I know it's math. So he's supposed to start out at 8, but he'd be at 9 now because he's got 1 strength. So it'd be 9 times 0.75 times 1.5, which is 10. Hey, how is my thing... I just must have typed something wrong before. Okay, so it'd be 11 times 0.75 times 1.5. Okay, so he'd be hitting for 12, which is 36, which would kill us if we play another card. Okay. Cool. So we can't play another card, so we plus end turn. And I guess we hold the Bouncing Flask. And a defend? No, there's no way we're surviving if we depend on defend. Let's keep the setup. It's true. Yeah, if it was an increase by 1, it would be lethal, but it could be an increase by 0 maybe somehow. All right, we have 1 card and he's hitting for 33. If we had an Alchemize, we could find the a Fairy in a Bottle, but I think there's no other outs here. Darn. Well, we did better against Time Lord than we had any business doing, to be honest. Shivs against Time Lord has been a struggle for Silent since time immemorial, and the recent Shiv buffs have improved it significantly, but not so much that you don't have to worry about it, and we definitely didn't do enough to prepare for it. But that's the fate of a Busted Crown deck, right? Like, despite the fact that we got a fairly early question card, starting off with Busted Crown is just super rough, and you don't get a lot of choices. So we were actually very lucky with Busted Crown. Well-Laid Plans, Choke, and Flying Knee all came on the first like 3 floors, and it gave us lots of choke combo stuff. But yeah, it wasn't quite enough. It was interesting that we like tried to pivot to poison right at the end. Got the 2 silent poison relics right near us, Specimen and Snecko Skull, Bouncing Flask and Fumes. It was almost enough too. If that Fumes had been a catalyst instead, I think we would have actually won, or at least would have won the Time Lord fight. But it's pretty tricky to win the Time Lord fight as a Shiv deck. So we did what we could.